We're still in the tropical season. We got Milton that is in the southern Gulf of Mexico, but starting to turn a little more northeast. That storm is making some headway past the Yucatan Peninsula and then moving toward the coast of Florida. Locally, we've got fall weather returning in glorious fashion, if I do say so myself. We've got a pretty cool, dry forecast. We're starting out with some early morning numbers, low to mid 40s west of I-77, even Mount Airy is at 49 degrees this morning. A chilly start across the west. Triad temperatures are largely in the mid 50s, but we still have some darkness to overcome here and some cooling temperatures and some very dry air in place, and that's going to allow temps to tumble. Current dew points are in the 40s. They were in the 60s yesterday, but we've really dried the air out. You're going to see where the cold front is. It's pushing the moisture south. Wilmington, Columbia, still a little warm and steamy, but the dry air has reached the bulk of the Carolinas today, and we're seeing a pretty hefty drop in temperature this morning from 24 hours ago as a result of that. Sunny day today, wall-to-wall sunshine, north winds at 5 to 10. Temperatures will be in the 60s for a large part of today, just getting in the lower 70s with a rapid drop in temperature. Look at this, 58 degrees by 9 o'clock this evening. Keep that in mind if you're going to the Carolina Classic Fair. We'll see temperatures under light and variable winds and clear skies today get back in the lower 70s, and Mountain West temperatures in the mid 60s today. Enjoy this while it's here. Getting back to the tropics, Milton, Category 4. This peaked as a Cat 5 yesterday during the evening with winds up to 180 miles per hour, making Milton one of the strongest hurricanes in Atlantic history and certainly in the last 10 years. This is unusual for a storm to move from the west to the east in the Gulf this time of year. Typically, they're moving northward or kind of arcing back through the Gulf of Mexico in more of a northwesterly direction. Eye is not really discernible at the moment. That's not surprising. The winds are so strong in that eye wall that sometimes it kind of shears itself apart and has to regenerate a new eye wall. Turning now more northeasterly in the general direction of Florida with max winds at 155. Any strengthening that we see at all will take it right back to Category 5, but strength under these high wind speeds does fluctuate quite frequently. It's expected to make landfall as a major hurricane in central Florida near the Tampa, St. Petersburg area sometime late tomorrow or early Thursday morning, and then should rapidly move through the state of Florida. We've had a lot of rain here from Helene just under about 10 days ago, 12 days ago at this point. And also a storm system going back to late last week and the weekend did bring substantial rains there. On top of the rain, we've got some strong winds and hurricane warnings in place for central Florida. We're also expecting gusts at hurricane strength that could be over 90 miles per hour as that storm is beginning to come on shore. So rainfall, additional rainfall conservatively in central Florida could get over 4 inches and is up to 8. That could be catastrophic, and the likes of which we don't have the high terrain that we have in western North Carolina, but we're talking too much rain in the span of a couple of weeks could cause massive flooding across the state of Florida. Locally, we don't have much rain in the forecast at all, just a lot of cool mornings and some very pleasant afternoons.